Las Vegas is a pay-to-play city, but that does not mean that there aren't free things to do in the city. And in this video, we're going to the top 15 free things to do when visiting Las Vegas. What's up, guys? This is George here with Vegas Must Try. If you're new to the channel, remember to hit that subscribe button. If you're not new, remember to give this video a like because it really does help out tremendously. Now, let's get on with the video. All right, guys, so for the first place, we're right here at the Stratosphere for the downtown loop. In my opinion, this is one of the most underutilized tools for tourists, and it is basically a shuttle that takes you to various downtown locations or hotspots here in Las Vegas, and it's actually pulling up right behind us as we speak. So this is essentially a free shuttle that takes you to various spots, some of them which I'm gonna highlight in this video. It passes by roughly every 20 minutes, and it is completely free. If you don't want to pay for an Uber to get out there or like a taxi or something like that, this is a great alternative. All right, so this next stop, we're here at the pawn shop from the Pawn Stars TV show. And this place is a really cool spot if you're a fan of the TV show or if you like antiques in general. Otherwise, some people may say it's a bit underwhelming, but it is one of the stops from the downtown loop. And like the video says, this is a free entry place with free parking on the side. There's usually a very long line here, especially during the summer. So right now there's absolutely no line. And when you're done, you can actually go to Rick's Rolling Smoke Barbecue, which is right down here in that same plaza. Some of the best ribs in town, in my opinion. This next place is called the Container Park, and it is located on Fremont Street in downtown. This is an open-air shopping center with a lot of restaurants and things to do, a lot of shops as well. They have a giant jungle gym in the middle of everything, so this is a family-friendly place. And at the very back, they also hold concerts and other kind of events. Keep in mind, though, that at 9 p.m., this place closes and it becomes a 21 and over only place. Now, the Mantis that's right behind me, once the sun goes down, it starts spitting fire and scaring people that are walking by. They play music. It's a really fun place, but just keep in mind, 21 and over. All right, guys, so I am still here in downtown Las Vegas at the Fremont Street Experience. This place is filled with street performers. Sometimes they're funny, sometimes they hustle you for money, but nonetheless, it's still a show. They have 3 shows here, 3 stages that they have, like rock bands, they have country bands, DJs, a bunch of stuff, and it's all free. You can walk around, people watch, and the coolest thing about this place is that there is a giant canopy that extends for 5 blocks right in the middle of all the casinos and bars, and from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. daily, they have a free show. They play some like classic songs, and they actually have a really nice show up here. So nonetheless, this is a really rowdy place, so I wouldn't recommend it for all ages, although I do see a lot of kids here. You can actually spend a long time here at the Fremont Street Experience and not spend a single dime and have a ton of fun dancing around, people watching, all that stuff. This next place, we're here at Area 15. They have a really cool art display right up front. They have a food truck, cornhole, a place to sit down, and there is some really cool art display that you can take a look at. For example, this right here behind me is a Burning Man vehicle. Right here we have a container with a cool art display, and just in general you have other things to look at, things to take pictures, and you can actually walk at Area 15. Even though the stuff in there does cost, you can walk in there for free and walk around and see if you want to, do one of the experiences. Let's walk in this container real quick. It's a pretty cool art exhibit. And let's see, look at that. And it's trippy. Nice little thing to come right by before you go inside Area 15. Look, there's a ton of us and we're essentially in a ship, right? This feels like we're an alien. Boom, we're right outside. And now let's go see what else is next. So now I am at the Wynn Hotel and Casino, and I am at the terrace for a lakeside show. Right here, there's a really cool show that happens every 30 minutes once the sun goes down. There's a couple of ways of watching this show. You can actually go to the steakhouse, you can go grab cocktails that are right downstairs, or you can come to this free terrace. It's upstairs to the right, and you can grab a cocktail, or you can just sit around here. It's a cool show for the whole family. 5,000 LED lights. Nice little place to come and rest if you're walking around all day, and also to bring the family. The shows here start at 6 p.m. and every half hour you have a different show. So now that you saw this, let's go check out what else is next. right, so for the next free thing that you can do here in Las Vegas, I'm at the Venetian and I'm at the Grand Canal shops to be specific. There is some sort of food court here where you have a stage. It's called Steetmosphere. They have live actors, you know, they come by and sing and do a really cool show here on the stage that's right behind me. But right now we actually have a sort of street performer. He's playing the piano and he's singing some really beautiful Italian song. I wish I knew what he was saying, but it looks pretty cool. Here you can actually just come by and sit down at one of the seats. You can eat at one of the restaurants and you can, you know, be serenaded by this beautiful voice. And just in general, the Grand Canal shops is a really cool spot to come by, you know, walk around, get some cheap food, maybe some not so cheap food, look at the gondola rides. It is a really good place to people watch and just in general to relax from the whole day of walking around in Las Vegas. All right, so the next one up is the Circus act at the Circus. I'm not actually gonna go there because quite frankly, I don't like going there. But it is a pretty cool place to come and check it out. And they have different acts, you know, they have people doing, you know, acrobats, they have magicians, they have comedians, and it's all like very family friendly and it's 100% free. So a really fun place. No, I just don't like going there because there's way too many kids and it smells funny, you know, all that stuff that the Circus is known for. So now we are here at the Forum Shops inside the Caesars Palace, which is basically the mall that's inside this resort. And I'm standing right in front of the show area. Yes, another show. And this one is also free. It's called the Atlantis show. And basically what happens here, there's a change of tone. You know, they put music, there's a lot of sounds, there's like robots that come out, there's like fire, all this stuff. So it's a really cool thing to come watch it, although I haven't seen it since I was like 15, I believe. But there's always a crowd that forms here. It happens at the top of every hour. But if you have kids, they thoroughly enjoy it from what I can see. It's about to start in about 15 minutes. Something you can do while you wait for the show, like I'm doing, is just take a stroll right by the aquarium, which is connected to the show, essentially. It's on the backside of it. Why go to the Shark Reef when you can come here for free? At the top of every hour, and it's already 8:01 p.m. All right, guys, sorry. Clearly, I'm an idiot. It's dark on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I guess they spend too much electricity. This is silly. All right, so next on the list is here at the Linq Promonade. This is connected to the Linq Hotel and Casino and in between the Flamingo. And this place is honestly one of those places that I tell all my friends and family that are visiting from out of town to definitely check out because there are a ton of things to do and see. There's a zip line, there's a bowling alley, there are a ton of restaurants and bars, and there's a lot of cool activities to do. I would compare it to the Fremont Street experience, but way less rowdy and, you know, a lot more clean. There aren't any street performers here. They would get kicked out. And all around, it's a really good stroll to come and bring the family, and most importantly, to take a picture with the high roller, which is the giant Ferris wheel that's right back there. All right, so one more thing to mention is that you're gonna find In-N-Out right here. For those of you that aren't from the West Coast, you're probably not familiar, but those are probably some of the best burgers, probably the best chain burger there is out there. Around $4 or $5, and you get a nice like double meat, double cheeseburger right back there. There's also a giant fountain right here that you can just sit and relax and, you know, just have a good time and enjoy the view. All right, guys, so for the next place up, it's not too far from the last one. It's actually right next door, and we're here at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino for the Flamingo Habitat. It is like right in the middle of the whole like hotel and casino, the whole resort, and it's like this just oasis in the middle of the desert. Right now it's cold and the flamingos are put away, but you can find other stuff like pelicans, you have ducks, they have turtles, and I believe they also have giant koi fish. During the day it can get a little crowded, but the flamingos are always just standing there. It's like a free zoo. It's a nice little escape from, you know, just being around the city and all that stuff. Right here it's, you know, tropical. It's a nice little hideaway and it's 100% free. So up next, I'm standing here in front of the Bellagio Hotel and Casino because the Bellagio has two of the most beautiful displays in Las Vegas, and they also happen to be free. Number one thing is the Bellagio Fountain show that happens right here in this man-made lake. It's a beautiful display of lights, and you have the water dancing with the music. If you've been to Vegas or know anything about Vegas, you know about this show. You hear the beautiful sounds of like some classical music, some Beethoven. Sometimes it's a little bit more modern, but regardless, it's always a really, really good show. And it's something that everyone has to watch if they come to Vegas. All right, so no Vegas list is complete without including the Bellagio Conservatory. The Bellagio Conservatory is essentially a giant atrium right here at the Bellagio that changes seasonally and sometimes on special events like Chinese New Year's and other events like that. So this place is just a giant photo op. There's a bunch of flowers and decorations and everything is natural. And also right now there's a giant gingerbread house. There is a giant tree that you can take pictures with. This has to be one of your stops that you make when you come to Las Vegas. And the cool thing about it is that if you come throughout the year, you get to see a lot of different displays. So if you come during the fall, during the spring, winter, you're always gonna have something new. This is as iconic as it gets. It's one of the most popular places to stop by when you come to Las Vegas. It can be a little crowded though, so that sucks. And your pictures might take a little while, but if you're persistent, you will get it. Alright, so now I am standing in front of the M&M World. If you've been to Vegas, you know about this place. They just celebrated their 25-year anniversary. This is an iconic stop. I see it more as a museum. You really get to see the way M&M has developed throughout the years, and you get to see all the gear. I mean, they have shirts, they have cups, they have bags, they have absolutely everything you can think of branded with M&M. It used to be a movie that would play on the 3rd floor, and it was free. You just had to wait, and it was essentially like a ride, which was pretty cool. They got rid of that after COVID, so that's no longer free, but the whole experience walking around through all 4 floors and then getting to the very top and seeing that cool race car at the end is pretty cool. And yes, they do have M&Ms. They have a giant wall full of every single M&M that you can think of. Too bad the movie's no longer here with us, but the whole M&M experience is something that I would definitely add to your free bucket list. All right, so last but not least, I am here standing at the Welcome to Las Vegas sign that's located at the south end of the strip. One thing that I need to say is that there's always someone here attempting to charge people to take pictures of them. Don't feel like you need to. If you want to, go right ahead, but just know that this is 100% for free. There's no one from the city here. Even if they're wearing a vest, even if they have lighting equipment and all that stuff, do not ever feel like you need to tip them. Also, if you come by and there is a long line, you can either go from the left or right hand side. Just, you know, don't get in front of other people's like pictures. If anyone ever tells you that this thing is overhyped, don't believe them. It's fun, it's iconic, and you're probably gonna regret if you didn't do it. Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps up the whole video. 15 free things to do when visiting Las Vegas. If you like this video or found any value, please remember to give this video a like. Also, comment down below any questions that you may have. It also helps the algorithm, you know, a lot of comments, a lot of likes. The algorithm likes that, so it pushes that video to other people. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next time. Peace out.